Welcome everyone to another segment of News from the Family Pews. My name is Father Brian Jane. I'm pastor of the family, and I have with me a special guest, Nellie Kelders. Welcome, Nellie.
Thank you, Father.
Nellie is part of our overall co-responsible ministry teams, and so I thought I would bring her along and she can speak about what that team is that she's in charge of and something about her background. So Nellie, give us something about your background, please.
Well, Father, I grew up in Grand Bend at Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish. That was where most of my formation took place early on. From there, I went into education. I'm a lifelong educator. I love being a student. And I come from a big family, 9 sisters and brothers. My parents were immigrants from the Netherlands. And I had to learn to communicate with so many siblings, and with my parents having English as a second language. So I know how important communication is for everyone to make sure that we get our messages across.
Good. And something about your faith background. How did you come to the Catholic faith?
Well, I'm from the cradle Catholic.
Okay.
While I was at Immaculate Heart of Mary in Grand Bend growing up, I was part of our youth choir. And from there, it sort of evolved into helping out Father Boyer with the work in our parish, because I seemed to be okay at organizing things, and
Good.
we needed an organizer.
And you say yes when you're asked to volunteer.
I do. I do an awful lot of that, yes.
Good. So I asked you to be part of the communications team. So what is the mandate for that communications team?
All right, so the communications team, it's important for them to work with all of the other ministries and organizations within our family of parishes to understand what's going on in all of those various groups, and to be able to get their message out to not only to our parishioners but to our community at large, because that's so important.
And what are some of the ways in which we do communicate presently?
Well, right now, print, of course, is still ongoing and very important, but we're also very lucky to have a lot of people who are knowledgeable in technology. So we're doing this YouTube series. We have a website. We're looking at all different ways of exploring our technologies. And we're also looking at how we can market what we're doing in our family of parishes, because that's very important.
Wonderful. And we have a monthly newsletter as well as the bulletin.
We do.
That's great. Now, if someone were interested in joining that team, is this a closed team, or are you always looking for help?
We are always looking for help. There is no such thing as a closed team. We are very fortunate at this time to have representation from all of our different parishes, but we would like to have even more people who are able to share their charisms in technology, in print, in marketing. There are just so many different ways that a person can become involved. And you don't have to be my age. We would love to have some of our younger parishioners join us. I know that they're much more knowledgeable in technology than I am, so
Okay.
I would look forward to anyone else who would be willing to come and join us.
Great. And this is good news that we are proclaiming, so the more we can proclaim, the better off everyone is. So thank you very much for your volunteer service and saying yes once again. And for now, this is Father Brian Jane bidding you goodbye from News from the Family Pews. See you next time.